Hi everybody, good afternoon. It's Diana with Stamping with Di. Seems like I'm always picking at my clothes. Welcome to my YouTube channel and this week's Mimeograph Monday. If you are new, and even if you've been here before, make sure you always say hi. Mimeograph Monday basically is me casing a card out of the catalog. Sometimes I'll also case off of a flyer, which I did last week when I did the cute little, oh my gosh, here together, right? Because I just did that off of a flyer. So that's what Mimeograph Monday means. So it's always a fun day because I just look through the catalog, find a card that I want to do, and I print out the recipes and I go and grab my supplies and I do the card. Sometimes I change it a tad, like I did change this one just a little bit. But I thought what would be fun today is after I do the card, like the catalog, I want to do one an alternate way and see if it is just as cute. So, all right, hang on here. I want to make sure I'm in the right spot. I'm like, ah. So who is here? We have Lily and Deborah and Stacy and Dawn. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing my videos. I love that. I love that so much. If you are new here, or if you've been here before and you have not subscribed, I would love it if you would subscribe because then it will tell you when I've uploaded or I go live so that I don't miss getting to chat with you. I know some people are not a fan of the chatter, and sorry, it's my channel. And I enjoy our channel. I feel our chat, you know, it's just kind of fun, right? It's just like friends talking. I'm reading and chatting to you. So I apologize if you don't like that. So let's me get started. I will flip the phone and show you the cute card. All right, so let me flip. So hopefully that wasn't too fresh that I said that, but you know, sometimes people leave comments and it's like, well, there's a lot of YouTube channels out there that might not have the chatter, but mine probably does. All right, so hey from UK. All right, so today we're going to use the Hello Ladybug. Now this is a super cute bundle. So you have the stamp set, and then it has a matching punch. So I'll turn it this way because it's always like blinding, right? As it reflects the silver right there. So it's got the matching punch. We're going to be using that. This also uses the medium daisy punch. So I'm going to be using that too. All right, so let me put that. Now this is a photopolymer. Now the photopolymer, what I do is I take the label, because see the label, now when you get the new ones, it's like one piece. So what I do is I put this in my paper cutter and I cut this at 5.5, which gives me this, you know, it keeps my little bend. And then I cut this at 5 inches. And then basically I just put them together. And then it slides in that slot there. And there. So then I can see, because that's the thing I wasn't a fan of because I couldn't see through the back when they had that piece of paper there. So when I'm looking, you know, like if I have this and I flip it over, I go, oh, there's some pieces missing, right? I can tell just by looking at it. But when that paper was there, I couldn't tell. So that's just one thing I do. You don't have to do that. But if you have that same issue, like I don't have to open my stamp set up just to see if there's pieces missing. All right, so there is that. Now cling is different, right? You can see through the cling because they don't have that extra little piece on the sheet of paper. So yeah, Nancy, just trim it and stick it. You know, that's what I've been doing. So anyways, okay, so let's get to the card. So we are using Pool Party as our card base. Let me get my boom folder. I'm also using basic white. So that's going to be in the inside. And now the card in the catalog, where's my catalog? So this is the card that I'm going to be casing. Super cute. I just loved it. But it looks like this is the subtle 6x6 patterned paper. And it looks like they have just made the card like that, right? But I like it to have a little more stability. So I am putting Pool Party behind it. I'm glad you do that with the insert, right? All right. You can tell if I haven't used a stamp set because that's not done yet. All right. So this is just our Pool Party. This is going to be our inside. All right. So this is going to get glued right on the card. Where's my adhesive? So this I'm going to put on the outside of the card. And then let's do some stamping. All right, that's going to go on the outside of the card. And this is going to go on the inside. All right, so let's get our piece of paper. So, because we got to do some stamping and some punching. All right, so I have my ink pads. We are using Memento. We are using Flirty Flamingo, Daffodil Delight, Real Red, and I am going to use Granny Apple Green. This was not on the original card because I'm doing something on the inside of the card. And I grabbed Granny Apple because I love Granny Apple. And I just thought it was just a really fun, pretty card or color to go with the card. All right, so let me get my ink pads open. Hey, Rosellen. And Candy's here too. Rhonda, Nancy, Jackie, Joanne. All right. Maybe that's what people don't like. Maybe that's what they consider nonsensical chatter is when I'm talking to you. I don't know. I'm going to have to look up nonsensical. All right. So let's see here. We've got all our ink pads. Now the punch goes like this, right? Goes like this. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're stamping your wings and your ladybug. All right. So we're going to go. Now, I also found, messing around with everything, that it was easier to do the dots first. Because then I could see through to do my wings. So we have our wings. We have our daisies. Now, this also will help me not stamp in the wrong piece if I have those things sitting where they need to go. All right, because usually I wouldn't have all these ink pads open. All right, because it's like an accident waiting to happen. All right, so let's see here. I just want to make, I'm always like going, which one? All right, so this is just Memento. So I'm going to stamp my dots first. So could you see that? Right. Then I'm going to put my wings. So I did it the opposite way first. And I had a hard time getting the dots just to be where I wanted them. Which, if there's a little bit of white showing, it still looks cute. But it's easy to do the dots first. Because then you can see right through. So can you see right through? Yeah. So you can see that you're going to be in the right area. Oh, and you know what? I don't even have my little mat underneath there. There we go. Where's my mat? Here we go. But I've used it a couple times, the stamp set, so it's now stamping better. If you have an issue with your photopolymer, when you first get them, because sometimes there's like almost like a little bit of an oil or whatever on the stamp, just ink up first in the Versamark and then clean it off. And then it almost like conditions a photopolymer so that it will accept your ink better. All right, so we have our wings. Then I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to, like I said, if I was doing like a whole bunch of these cards, I wouldn't have all these pads open, but I just don't want to be opening and closing these pads. All right, So we've got our cute little ladybug body. And she's going to go there. Good morning, Brenton. All right, peel her off of there. All right, then we have our punch. Let me get my punch over here. So now we have our little wing punch. And you can see I need to trim that a little bit. Let me trim this just a tad. All right, that's better. Can you see? So now I'm just eyeballing. And it gives you like a little white border. And I'm doing it off to the side because I don't want it to land in my ink pads. All right, then we're going to do our little ladybug. So cute with the little feelers. The little feelers just tickle me. They're so fun. All right, so I'm just trimming my paper. I grabbed too thick of a paper. I just grabbed a scrap out of the cupboard. All right. Again, punch. All right. So we've got our cute little ladybug. Look how cute she is. So I'm going to set those pieces aside. Then also on some scrap paper, we need to do the daisies. So let me close this. We need to do the daisies. So we have daffodil, and I inked these pads up. So we're going to do 3 daffodil. Nice and juicy. Ooh, look. Pretty, pretty. So we're going to do 3 daffodil. Oh, you don't notice that the stamp does it till you stamp it, that the ends of the daisy have some of them have like little divots, so it looks very realistic. All right. So we've got our 3 daisies, and that was with daffodil. And then we had this fun little circly, it's almost like a tiny little sun. That's going to go on inside. And what I did was I was trying to like gauge what the catalog did. And at first I was stamping it off, and then I decided I'm just going to go directly in the Flirty Flamingo, and my 3 little dots were going to be the real red. And that seemed to give me kind of close to what the catalog looked like, because the recipe just gives you, you know, the supplies. It doesn't give you step by step. So that's why I kind of like doing the Mimeograph Monday, because I just kind of figure out, well, this works and that works, so maybe it helps you as well. But we're all artists in our own right, so there's no mistakes in stamping, only design changes. All right, so there's our cute little daisies. We're going to punch those out. And what's fun is, no matter which way you put it, it just lines up. All right. So punch. Again, I don't want it to fall on my ink pads, so I'm kind of going off camera when I'm punching, just so they don't flip upside down into my real red pad or something. That would be not good. All right. So our cute little daisies. Like that. And then they also, let's see what else. Let me do this so it can dry a little bit. They also put a little bit of the Flirty Flamingo on the edges of the daisies, but it said use a sponge dauber, and I'm using my blending brushes instead because I found it was just a little bit of a softer look than the sponge dauber. But if you don't have the blending brush, you could certainly use your sponge dauber. All right, so I'm just going to get some Flirty Flamingo, and I'm just putting a little bit on the edges of the flower, and that's just going to change the tips a little bit. So that they're just a little pink on the ends. So you could also do this before you punch them out. but then you wouldn't get that. See how it's a little dark on the side? Hang on a minute. Let me pick this up. See how it's a little dark on the edge? Just because of the way it catches the side of that cardstock that it's punched out. So you wouldn't get that look if you did your sponging before you punched them out. But I love the daffodil and the flirty together. So look how cute that is. All right, so those are done. Let's see, what else do we need to do? We also need to do our hello, hello. That's with flirty as well. So we have our cute little hello, hello. And I'm just going to cut this with my scissors. Just freehand, just fussy cut that. So we have hello, hello. And I also want to stamp the inside of my card. All right. So while I have my ink pads open. All right. So this is hello, hello. And I could see that there was a little bit of splattery on that. So I'm going to splatter it, but I'm going to wait till I can splatter the inside of the card too. And I'm going to move my ink pads out of the way so they don't get splattered on. All right, so we have hello, hello. We have all our little pieces. As usual, I have a mess on my desk. All right, let's see here. Throw this away. All right, let me get the inside of the card. So this is the inside. Yes. And I also cut a little piece to go on the bottom. So that's going to go down here. So what I want to do is I want to put my leaf with the granny apple. So I want to put it so it's like here, so it's almost coming out of this. And again, I forgot my pad underneath my thing. All right. Which helps if I would remember. Good grief. All right. So we have our cute little granny apple leaf. Hey, Debbie. All right. And then I'm going to take real red, and it also has these cute little flowers. So I'm going to put some real red flowers up here. So see how much nicer it stamps by putting that pad under. All right. So I'm only going to do the 3. All right. Then let's put our DSP on there. And then we'll put our inside greeting. I love these 6x6 packs of paper. And these are in the main catalog. They have such fun designs on them. So what you do is you get, like this is from the Subtles. So you'll get 4 pieces of each of the Subtles paper, like cardstock color. And then there'll be like 2 designs of each. So this is the one that has these on the one side and has these on the other side. And then there's like a plaid and it almost looks like a little bug on the other side of the other one. So I only got these out. All right. So let me put the greeting for the inside. The greeting for the inside is so cute. So it is, you can bug me anytime. Isn't that cute? All right. So I'm just going to do that with the black. And just down here. So you can bug me any time. I love that. I think you have to have black on every card, right? I just love that. All right. So we have this now. This is the splatter that I was talking about. So I'm going to take my hello and this. Now it looks like they splattered with Flirty Flamingo. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my dark Flirty Flamingo Stampin' Blends. And usually I haven't really been flicking with these ones. I've just been flicking with the black one. So I'm going to flick with both. And all you do is, I don't very often color with the brush side. I usually color with the pen side. So I'm not worrying too much that it is a little hard on the brush tip. But since I color with this side, I'm not worried so much about it. But so what we do is we're going to just take the lid off, and then you're just simply going to flick the blend in its lid. And what it does is it flicks out little bits of the marker. But the Flirty Flamingo I found was so, I couldn't hardly see it, right? It was hardly worth doing the flicking. So can you see? It's just so subtle, but you get these tiny little flicks everywhere. So then I thought, you know what? I'm going to grab my black, my dark basic black, because that's the one I usually flick with. And then flick. You don't need very many because it flicks pretty good. All right. See, it flicks really good. And probably because I have softened that marker tip up lots because I use it all the time for flicking. But I just love the look of the little splattery, going on. All right, so let's put that on the inside of our card so we can get it out of the way. Oop, and I need to put a new refill. Hold on. I didn't catch that, but I was going to need a refill. Boop, boop, boop. I should have caught that. Hang on a minute. I mean, that red thing is right there, right? It's like saying, hey, I'm almost out. All right. So you just take this out. Maybe you've never seen that. All right, so you have the case. And the case fits the seal as well as the Seal Plus. All right. So then you just toss this, you keep this. And then this, you just simply, so you've got a big one and a little one. Goes like this, and this, and this, and this. Simple, simple. All right. And then, get it started. So usually I just kind of rub it on my skin, my old granny skin. All right. Even though I won't be a granny, I still have granny skin. All right, so this is going to go on the inside. Yes, this is a fun bundle for sure. All right. So my class in February, I haven't announced it yet, so I'm just going to tell you here, is going to be the Cactus Cutie bundle. Look how, isn't that so cute? Oh my gosh, I love those colors. All right, so let's get our little ladybug. And like I said, I'm going to do this one like it's supposed to be, and then we're going to do one that is a little bit different, just so that you can see which one, you like. Okay, so these are just going to go on with glue dots. And I'm just going to put the glue dot in the center of the daisy. You could tell I had some glue on my finger, right? Because it stuck right to my finger. All right. And then, here we go. Glue dot and glue dot. Then I'm just placing them around on the card. Make sure you can see. That's good that I'm showing you something you need. All right, so look how cute that is. All right, so now we're going to take our little ladybug, and I'm going to put the wings on with dimensionals. So we're just going to put dimensional, like that. And then the wings just simply go on like this. And then she's going to go on here. Now you can put her on with dimensionals. You can put her on with glue dots. It's totally up to you. She's already got some dimension to her with her wings, right? So I'm going to put this one on with glue dots. I just love the little feelers. I don't know why they're so cute, but they are. All right. So we have our cute little ladybug. So she's going to go right there. And then we have our hello, hello. And then I'm going to put that on with dimensionals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my side because it's a little more size-wise to this. Oop, that's too long. I'm going to have to trim that. Trim this. And use it later. All right, so then this is going to go on here. Hello, hello. Like that. So isn't that so cute? Isn't that such a cute little card? Hey, McKenna. All right, so let's do another one and make some changes. Is that all right? Do you want to do another one? All right. All right, so let's see here. So it's going to have some subtle changes to it. So again, we're going to use our basic, like our pool party for our card base. And I have crazy stuff everywhere. All right. Okay, cool. So we have same thing. So I'm not going to change that much. All right, so let's see here. So we're going to, so this is the inside of my card. All right, I'm going to have to get a new grid sheet, right? All right, so we're going to do punches. All right, so let's take our leaf. So can you see I'm doing that in the granny apple? All right, so we're doing our granny apple. Now, before I stamp it, I'm going to stamp it off. I'm not pushing hard. I'm just kind of letting the weight of the clear block to press it down. And what that's going to do is going to take off some of the granny apple. Then we're going to take this, so it's still got some ink, and we're just going to tap our edges around. And then just be careful, because sometimes it can get it on to your thing. All right, so now we're going to stamp it on here. And what that does is it gives you like a darker edge around your leaf. So it kind of gives you two colors of green and a mottledy kind of look, because I didn't push hard, right? So if I'd have pushed hard, it would have been more solid, but it gives you like a whole different look to that leaf. All right, and then let's get our flowers. So you can do the same thing. Let's do the same thing with the flowers. All right, so let me clean them off. I want to make sure that's clean. We're going to clean our stamp. So we're going to put them in the flirty, and then we're going to put them in the red. So you definitely want to make sure it's clean. So this is kind of called rolling, you know, rocking and rolling. All right, so now I'm going flirty flamingo with my flowers, and then the same thing. Then I'm going to touch the edges of my flowers into the real red. And now my flowers are going to have like red around, like that's really red because I inked up the pad. So it just gives your stamps a little bit of a different look to them, right? Okay, let's see. Let's get our strip. Before I put that on there, I'm going to splatter so I don't get anything on my strip. So we're just going to go with the black this time, because that was way more noticeable than the flirty. Splatter, splatter, splatter. All right. And our little strip. So that was settled. We just changed just a little bit, right? Oh, hey, Wendy. I know, Julie is so fun, right? Her and Craig with the music. All right, so I'm just going to put the same little strip down on the card. So that changed the inside just a little bit, right? But it was just an extra little step. And then we can put our little greeting, because it has a couple readings. Let's see here. It has, you can bug me anytime. May your greatest wish come true. Hello, it's a good day. My friend, it's got some cute sayings. And it even has a little crawly bug. And it's two-step, right? Like this is two-step. All right. And two-step basically means you're like the two-step. You have the one step for your solid, and then the little dots are the second step. All right. Let me get the card. So put this on the inside. Yeah, so I like that look. I should have probably picked a different color to do with the flirty because red is quite a bit different, but I just wanted to choose the colors that I had on my desk. All right. But I love doing it with the same ink pad. So then if you go, oh, I don't want to get every ink pad in the catalog, you don't necessarily have to, because you can just stamp off and then it gives you different colors. All right, so let me do this. So we're going to do our little ladybug again. But I also grabbed some vellum. So I'm also going to use some vellum this time. All right, so let's get our dots. Again, I do the dots first because it just makes it a little bit easier to do. You can just line it up better. All right, so our dots. And then I'm like, oop, am I too close to the side of the paper? We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Ink that red pad up. All right, so I have to move it so I can see. All right, so you can see right through. They're like little bubbles. They look like bubbles. And then you know that you're putting your wings in the right spot. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. All right, let's get our body of our little bee. Not a bee. Oh, now I spoiled it. You can also make this into a bee. Oh, well, now you know. All right. So then you have your little body. Punch, punch, punch. All right. Then, all right, let that dry. Let it dry. All right, so let's see. I want to close this up. And where's my hello, hello, hello? Some of them are so small, and I put them everywhere, and then I can't find it right here in front of me. Granny would say, if it was a snake, it would bit you. Have you ever heard that saying? If it was a snake, it would bit you. And it's right there in front of you. And we live in Arizona, and we have snakes here. So it's kind of true. I remember one time I walked out to the hen house, and I totally had walked by a snake that was on the side of the house. Didn't even see it till I came back to the house, and it was there. And oh my gosh, I about peed my pants. All right, so let that dry. What I also wanted to do was I wanted to try our daisies or whatever with cardstock. Instead of stamping them with the yellow, I wanted to use the cardstock as the color. So let's just see how that works. So we've got, and we might not like it, right? Because this is just me, I mean, I didn't do this one ahead of time. It was just me going, okay, what if we do this? What if we do that? All right, so that was so saffron. But I am going to do the same thing. I'm going to take my little flirty flamingo on my sponge and just the tips of those flowers, just to give them a little bit of pink tinge to them. And I usually get rid of stuff, so I don't have an old ladybug. All right. And then it's usually changed subtly, right? So, all right. So I'm just putting this flirty on the edges of my flowers. All right. Then we're going to stamp. Let's see, do I want to stamp, or, again, this is me just thinking. I have a little yellow punch, a little circle punch, but it's not Stampin' Up. Let's see. So this is just a little, so see, that's kind of cute. That's kind of cute. right, but let's see if I stamp on here and see what this looks like. Oh, so see, I'm not a big fan of that. So I'm not a big fan of that, Diana. All right, so I'm going to just punch these. But like I said, this is not a Stampin' Up! Punch. It's just a little circle punch. And let's see. So that was, but this is an old Stampin' Up! One. And I'm going to get black. Hang on. I'm just going, what is this? Rogue, right? So I need some basic black. All right. Oh, you never get rid of anything? Well, I keep some stuff, but not everything. All right, so let's see how this works. This one. Okay, so this was 1/2 inch, and I suck at math, and then this was 3/8 inch. Is there something in between those two? I don't know, but that looks cute. All right, so we're gonna go. Let's see what this looks like. So again, this is just me playing. And now that I've done that, you know what? I'm going the opposite. I'm going to go the opposite. All right, so I want... Oh my gosh, Diana. All right, so I want the white to be the big. So this is just me trying this out. And... right? What am I doing? Yeah, I want the white to be big and the black to be smaller. Let's see what that looks like. Let's see. Then they look like, what is that called? Not a Lazy Susan. Black-eyed Susan? I don't even know. All right. So let's see. So there's two choices. So you have the black on the outside with the white, or this way. So, or just totally black and oh, okay, Rosellen, I'm like really bad. All right, or I go totally black and I just put a bunch of little dots with my gel pen. Now, this is kind of what I'm kind of liking, is the one with the dots, but you know, it is what it is. I'm kind of liking the white dots. Let me bring this up to the camera. I'm kind of liking the white dots without the white cardstock, right? Anyways. Okay, so we're just going to scoot that off of there. And let's get our little daisies, then we'll figure that other out later. All right. That's why my desk gets so messy, because I go, oh, what about this? What about that? Oh my gosh, I have to try this. And... all right, so we have our little leaves, like that. While I have the punch with the leaf, I also want to do some vellum. And we have to do our body. Cute little body. And did I tell you that the antenna is so cute? I did like 50 times, right? All right, so hang on a minute. Little body. All right, then let's put it together. Let's put our little bee together. Let's get these wings. So now we have to decide, do we put the wings? So we have the little ladybug with their wings, but then I also did the vellum ones. And I don't want to put them on the top because I don't want to put that. So I'm going to put them here, and I'm just going to put them down just a little bit. so that when I put this on here, you're going to be able to see them. All right, I need to put with glue dots. All right, so we're going to go glue dot. Get on there, glue dot. And glue dot. Oh, Jackie, you're so funny. Yeah, my analness would not let me sleep tonight if I put all the daisies different. All right, so we've got our wings there, and then this is going to go on here. So then you've got like 2 sets of wings, basically, right? So you've got the cute little underbelly wings. And the solid wings. But this way, we're not hiding these cute little ones. All right, so it's going to go in there. I'm also going to take my gel pen, and we're just going to put, make sure you can see, I'm just going to put just a little white on my dots. All right, so it's got a little bit of color. All right, let's bring our daisies over. And we're going to, I'm just going to go with the black. Let's see here. You like the dotted one, Rhonda? Okay, so that's me too, right? All right, because I think the center needs a bigger dot. I mean, I think the little tiny 3/8 is too small of a circle. All right. So then we have our dots. So then we'll just cover. You won't even know that I put that little thing in there. So daisy, daisy, and daisy. So cute. All right. Now, let's see. Put a few little dots. Super cute. And it just gives it kind of like their seeds, right? Would there be seeds on these flowers? I don't know. I don't know, but ours have seeds. All right, let's get our card over here. All right, so then we have this piece right here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to trim this down. Oh, you know, because Mary, I've gone rogue today. I'm like, oh, let's try to change this card a little bit. All right, so I'm going to trim this down and put a piece of white behind it. What do you think? So I'm going to trim it down. I'm over here at the cuttings, my cutter. So 3 3/4 by 5 for the cards DSP, and then 4 by 5 1/4. Now, if I was fancy, I would have a camera over at the cutter, but I don't. All right. So see, that brightens it up a lot, right? Doesn't that brighten that up? I think so. I think it totally brightens that up with putting that piece of white there. All right, so then we have our little daisies. Daisy, daisy, daisy. So these, I'm just like dry fitting it, right? So then we have our cute little ladybug. Now what you can also do is, I'm getting some Granny Apple Green. Let me get my Granny Apple Green. So we have Granny Apple Green. Let's see what I have over here on the punch shelf. Let's see. I have this for leaves, but This actually makes leaves as well. So we have leaf, leaf, leaf. Fall out of there. And let's see if this works or not. Might be too big. Might be too big. Let's see. Cut them apart. What do you think? You think that's too big? It's kind of big. It's kind of big. Again, this is just playing, people. This is what I do when I come up with class stuff. I just play and see how things work, because that's just awfully big with that daisy. I'm just looking over here. Oh, that's retired. Never mind. I'm like, ooh, what's this? What's that? And of course I have tons. Oh, there's the mailman. Ooh, look at this. There's the mailman. Hold on. Hello. I'll do a swap. Swapsies. Thank you. You're welcome. See you tomorrow. All right. Oh, now of course I have tons of dies that would do leaves, but I just am sitting here at the desk. So this might have some leaves. Let's see. Let's see. This kind of looks like a leaf, and they're kind of small. All right, let's just see. Just let them go flying everywhere. And we might not be putting leaves at all. I just thought maybe we'd want to put a leaf. All right, let's see here. Yeah, because I'm not a fan of that either. Okay, now we have a mess. But this is how it goes when I'm doing my classes. It is like, try this, try that, try this, try that. So that's kind of what we're doing today, right? Except I'm by myself, except for watching TV. This time I have you guys. Oh, do we need to go shopping and see something? Oh, I know, right? The clothes have Stampin' Up! Colors on them. Like my top today has, I don't know what this is. That definitely looks flirty-ish. All right. So then we have this on the back. So it definitely brightens the card up. And so I think if I was making like a flower, because you could also make a big, let's see, where's the saffron? Watch. Because you could also, I mean, I'm just like going like, I'm doing all sorts of crazy stuff today. All right, so we have this, this. How many do I need? Let's see here. Because this would make a big flower, right? So this would make a flower. See that? That makes a flower. You just have to get the shape right, right? But this would make a flower. So anyways, all right, so let's get back to this card before you go. Please just finish the card. Okay, and I have all these pieces. So we're just going to go boom, 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 just like we did before. And that. And then I'm like looking at all my pieces, right? And I'm going, where's my greeting? All right, so here is our daisy. And our daisy. And I'm spreading them out a little bit more because they're so cute that I don't want my ladybug to totally cover them up, right? Because they're so adorable. All right, but what did I do with my hello, hello? Oh, I lost my hello, hello. Did I even stamp a hello, hello? Oh my. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here's my hello, hello. So I'm just going to go one hello. So we're going to go one hello, and we're going to cut it crooked. And then I'm going to put this on with dimensionals. Like that. So it's going to go in there. And then we'll stick our little ladybug right in the center of the flowers and our little hello. But then I think I want to add some embellishments. Don't you think that this card is a little naked? So I think it needs some embellishments. So we're going to put some little embellishments on there. So let's go hello. I'm going to put this up here. So it looks like the ladybug is saying hello. All right. So we have, let me close this ink pad. Because did I do the inside? Oh, I did put the inside greeting. Let's see. I'm not going to put an inside greeting right now because already I've gone on like crazy long. All right, so hold on a minute. I'm just closing those pads. So we have the black matte dots. So I'm thinking, or the matte black dots. Did I say it backwards? Don't you think that these would be kind of cute too? Around the card, just a few places. We also have these little flowers. So these might look cute as well, but it might be too many flowers, right? It might be too much flowers going on. So what do you think? So I'm thinking that, or we have so many embellishments right now. We might not want, this might be too much black, right? Because we've got black, black, black. This might just be all these like speckles of black everywhere. So we have, I come over to my embellishments. We have red rhinestones. So before I even put them on the card, you can kind of see what they would look like, right? Just by like laying them. Black matte. But we also have the classic matte. These are a little smaller. And then I could have some white ones around. So anyways, all right. Oh, so we're saying we're getting quite a few votes for the, yes, the black dots. Okay, over the red. Okay, but I think I'm going to choose the ones from the classic matte dot pack because they're smaller. These were a little bit bigger, and I think that they're going to be too overwhelming for the card. So I'm going to pick the ones from the classic matte just because they're a little bit smaller. All right. So let's see here. So we're going to put a few around. So I'm just going to grab the little tiny ones. And they get all over the place. All right. So let's just kind of put a couple. So 1, 2. I'm going to grab a big one as well over here. So 1, 2, 3. I'm thinking that might be enough. Because we don't want to have just black matte dots everywhere. Oh, Janice says, and a sprinkle of the red rhinestone. Ooh, combining on the same card. All right, let's see here. Let's see. I think it would be freaky if I put it on the eyes. I think that would be so freaky. Let's see. How about, let's see. Oh, that might be cute. Why don't? All right. What happened if I took a red and I put it in the center of the flower? What do you think about that? You like that little red rhinestone in the center of the flower? That's kind of cute. All right. So let's try that. So that adds a little bit of bling. I know, right? You would love it on the eyes. And that would be a great, like a vampire-y kind of little, but see, his eyes are facing the flowers. So anyways, but there, I think that turned out super cute. All right, so let me show you the other one that we did, so you can see the difference. So see, just adding a couple little, and all my mess, just adding a couple things. They just, you know, totally looks different, right? So which do you like better? Like this one was the stamping or the saffron? So the cardstock also has, you know, the color cardstock also has a different thickness than the basic white. So I find that it, you know, it comes up, right? Where this lays flatter because it's like a thinner paper. Plus it has the ink on it, so it like lays flusher. So I think they're both cute. I wouldn't, you like the second one better, Carol? Well, cool. Cool. I wouldn't say no to either one. Like if somebody sent me the card, I wouldn't say, oh, you know, I don't like that. I would like both of them. So, but anyways, but the second one does have a little bit more oomph, a little more stuff going on. So anyways, all right. And then I hit my face, so my lips got a mark on it. You know, my craziness. I was like, bang. So I'll put some lip stuff on. All right. So that was fun. So I'm like, well, maybe I'll have to do that. Like when I do the Mimeograph Monday, maybe I'll have to make one like the catalog, and then like make one that's a little bit different, right? But like I said, there's always something. Like I did change the original one already by putting that cardstock behind it. But anyways, so maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that. Oh, my lip. All right. So I'm going to say see you later. I will see you tomorrow for my Teach Me Tuesdays episode 112, 3 o'clock Arizona time, same channel. And so you like that idea? Like do one like the catalog and then do one where I change it up a little bit. I do like the vellum on the wings, right? It just makes them look a little more fun. And I could have, maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Maybe I'll make one with the same set, but I'll make like bees because it's so cute. So anyways, Diana's twist. Yeah, there you go. That's the only exercise I get is tying bows, tie bow, and maybe the twist on the card. All right, so I'm going to say see you later. And like I said, I'll see you tomorrow, 3 o'clock Arizona time, same channel, for my Teach Me Tuesdays. All right, have a great night, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me and putting up with my chitter chatter. All right, night, everybody. Bye for now.